Hello everyone, I'm Terry. You're watching Crafty Clefty, and I made this busted canvas with a poem in the middle. If you like it, want to make something similar, then stay tuned and watch the video. It's coming right up. Now for this project, we're going to do a busted canvas. I'm going to do one of these today pure things with it. Got a napkin, I think it's pretty. And I have a flat canvas and a box canvas. Now this one is already painted, and this is kind of ruined right there. I'm going to use this to bust it. And so when you begin, take your box canvas and just paint it, whatever you want. And we are going to begin on the back, and I'm going to take a napkin, just one, unfold it, now that's pretty. Now I'm going to put it down here, but first we have to get it to one ply. So if you have tape, put it on one end. Let's see. I've got some painter's tape here. Got just a little bit. Put it on the back. Now, fold it. Well, that top part must be a little longer than the bottom. Let me get this. Yeah, it must be a little longer than the bottom. Yeah, it was. See how that squared part is kind of messed up? Okay, now we're going to take this and get rid of the ply. Some napkins are 3 ply. We want to get it down to 1 ply. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Modgpoge all on the back here and on the side. Then I'm going to put the napkin down. I got to figure out which way I'm going to have the picture. I'm going to have it this way or this way. And it might not matter because we're going to put a hole in the middle, cut like a pizza, and then roll it back. So it may not matter. We just want something pretty in the back. So I'm just going to put this down. And I just now I just thinned this one, so it's all shook up. So I made it like a Modgpoge. even though it's white glue. You see how thin it's coming out? And I'm going to get the sides also. Now I'm going to paint this down smooth. I've got a brush and I get the corner. Get the corner and just do it smooth. And we're going, I'll do the sides a little bit too. Okay, once I get this all nice and smooth, I'll turn it back on. This is nice and smooth. I've got it on all the sides also. I'm just going to put this down and slowly press it on the side. Press down. And press down. Getting it on the side. And smooth it out. It works well if you've got gloves on too. And you can use a tool and soothe it and smooth it out. Okay, you gotta be careful when you're using a tool so you don't make it come back like that. And it was up. I gotta get back up. And I am gonna let this thing dry. Then I'm going to take sandpaper and sand the edges off and get all this off. And see how it looks. And I'm going to turn this back on when this all gets dry, and I can show you what it looks like and the sanding process. Now with this, I got this on, and we're going to use either an emery board, sanding block, sanding paper, doesn't matter. We're going to get this off, and this is all dry. Just take your sanding and just sand all the way down. And you're going to get a nice smooth edge. Okay, so see how smooth all that is? Now it's going to be, I'm going to finish this up, then we're going to begin with this. Now, I'm separating this. Much easier this time. Now, I decided that I am going to have this like this. Not like that, like this. I think it will look better. And I will have my napkin like this. So everything is going up, and with this Bible verse in the middle, I am with you, I will protect you wherever you go. Genesis 28:15. Today's prayer package. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I am going to put glue all over here, just like I did for that one. And I'm going to get the edges, and it's going to have to be smooth, just like the other one, but only it's more important for this to be smooth, because this is going to be the picture that we see. And I put a little too much glue in here. I sure did. Well, I'll probably put a little bit more glue back. And just take and squeeze. Take and squeeze it. It's falling in there. It's really like watery consistency. Okay. You can't see it dripping in, but it is. I've got a lot on the sponge. Okay. Now, once I get this all smooth, I'm going to be back on and put the napkin on. Now, this is all on here, and it looks like it's smooth. So, I've got to put okay. Now I'm going to have to clean all this up because that will dry. And I have to clean up my hands. Now there is a front side and a back side to these, so make sure you're putting this on the front side. And I can roll this up a little bit. Okay, just getting this down. We're getting rid of bubbles. And just going up. And as you can see, I'm just pressing it down. Try to get any bubbles that might be in here out of here. And I do have a crease, but that should be okay. Okay, this looks good. I don't see any more bubbles. Okay, so you can see here. And I'm going to let those dry. And I will turn the tape back on. Okay, now, this is done. Here, I'm going to put this to the side. Now I've got my canvas. And that's what it looks like, all nice and clean. Now I've got my ruler. Now we're going to go from point to point. Try to hang on here. And I hang on to this tight. And I'm going to go maybe halfway up, halfway, and then point to point, point, and hold on to this tight. I'm going up. I'm not going all the way to the end. And you see the X that was made? I don't know if you can or not. Okay, we've got the center is right there. Now what I need to do is I need to put another one here. And my point is the center. Okay, I need to make sure I've got, this is about 60, so I gotta go 30. And 8, 29, 30, right there. Right there, put a little mark. And on this one too, it is, go mark your 0, and here is 60. I've got this a straight line here, and it's going to be 30, so I gotta go to 29, 30, and it's going to be right about there. So I'm going to make another line from that line to this one, and it should be right smack in the middle. And it's not. I'm off somehow. Well, you can do this for, you can do it 6 or you can do it 8. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and poke a hole through here. And I'm just going to do like that to help move it around. Okay, so you can see the hole I just made. Now I'm going to need some scissors. I'm going to start cutting. And I can also cut from this hole up if I want. I already have a mark, and that looks like it's centered. So I'm just going to go from point to point. Okay, and I'm going to go down here, point, the hole to the point. And I'll do the same over here. When I get that done, I will show you what we do next. Okay, now, I got cut like a pizza. It's going to be, it's going to be cut like a pizza. I've got a small pointy scissors. I've got my lines. So I'm just going to start cutting along the line. And to make it as straight as I can. And then go the other way. Now I'm cutting all the way to this. So, you see how I got that? Now I'm going to continue cutting, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done cutting the 8 parts. Now you can see how this is all done. It's all busted all the way to this part. And, okay, I went ahead and I looked to see what I like best. And I do kind of like this purple better than all the other ones for a trim. So I'm putting this to the side. And I'm going to glue on this border around the edge here. And when we roll it up, you can see what it's going to look like after it's all rolled up. And so I want to bring it all together with this. So I only want one ply here, one strand. So I am going to just cut a strand. Well, if I can get that cut. And see, okay, that's what I'm doing. When I get this done, well, I'm going to measure from here to here and cut what I need. 2 of them for both sides, and then from here to here, up and down, both sides. And then I'll let you see what I'm going to do. Now we're going to go back to the flat board. See how this is done here. And I'm just going to glue this down in the middle. And then edge this, edge the picture with the edging. A single layer. So once I get that done, I'll put the film on and show you how what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Okay, now, so far, that's what it looks like. I'm going to add a little bead on each corner. And it kind of looks like it's lacking. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I will show you what we do when this is done. Now I'm going to let this dry and maybe put some Modgpoge over the whole thing. Then we'll set this aside and finish up with this. With that one, I'm going to go back to the busted canvas and we're going to start rolling this back. Just take it however you want, and if you want to do a small curl, then do a small curl, and if you want to do a big curl, then just do a big curl. And I am just rolling, you see that, gonna let it go and see how I like it. Just roll. If you want to use a tool, you can. I just use my fingers and just roll. Now, for this, for these two down here, I use hot glue. So, I'm going to have this about the same angle as these. That's just the way I'm doing it. You can have it as even as you want, or as lopsided and uneven as you want. It depends on how you like. Now I'm going to go to my hot glue and I'm going to glue this down like that. But I'm going to always let this edge show. And I'm going to do the same thing with all of these. Okay? And then I'll be back to show you how to put all this together. Now, this is done. And it's all been hot glued. Now, I'm going to use stronger glue on this. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you what to do. Put this down. Now you put this on top and try to make it even. Now the sides, depending on make, might kind of come over just a little bit. And if it does, you can touch that up with Modgpoge, maybe with another napkin like this, and pull it all together on the sides if you want, but just glue it down. And then I will let's see what it looks like. I will be right back. I'm going to glue mine down. I need stronger glue. And then I may take my pretty paper and just put the straight edge on top. You see that? Just a straight edge on top. And have it go all the way around. And of course you gotta glue it first, otherwise you're gonna not get it even. And, or you can have the bottom show a little bit. Just have it as close to no show as you can. But there are different ways you can do that. So I'm going to get gluing mine, and then I'll probably put this napkin on the sides. I'll be right back. Now this is all done, and if you want, just put a hanger on the back of it, or you can Modgpoge the sides if you don't like it like this. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and again, happy belated Memorial Day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.